What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to a brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video, and welcome back to another episode of low effort content. Today, we're going to take a look at some of the brand new Duel Links leaks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and we have some exciting yet disappointing news. And yeah, let's get into today's video, because as you guys can tell for the title and thumbnail, we're going to be talking about Supreme King being in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, but there's a catch with him being in the game. But still, if you're excited for the fact that Supreme King is now in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, you guys know what to do. Leave a like in the video down below and sub to the channel for more Duel Links content. And before we go into the discussion on the Supreme King and some of the cards related to him, I do get to give a shout out to all the YouTube members at the Chaos Dragon Pioneer tier and the Misty Turtle Only Fan tier. So let me shout them out real quick and we'll get right into today's video. Big shout out to Junior Falaz, Hazri Xri, Hope D Cruz, and Mr. Caleb 1354 for their continued support on this YouTube channel. You guys are amazing and thank you so much. And let's go dive into today's spicy Duel Links leak video. So we hop onto the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links right here. As most of you guys know, if you logged into Duel Links recently, is that there's the new DD Castle event that's going on right now, and thanks to this event we're going to be able to unlock Axel. Right now he's not unlockable, but he's going to be unlockable in a couple days, and that's exciting right there. But what's really cool about this event, when you get really into the event, some of the cards that you will fight against in this event are going to be evil hero cards. And if we take a look at the content that got data mined right here, you can see that we actually have some sprites for the evil hero cards and whatnot, and we have like some little like character sheets for some of the evil hero cards, which is also really cool. And we even have some artwork for the alternate versions of some of the elemental heroes. Like we have alternate artwork for Avion, Burstinatrix, and for Sparkman in the game right now. I hope they make these cards unlockable in like a future KC Cup or whatever, like with Elemental Hero Neos, how the alternate artwork was attainable from those KC Cup packs. I really hope Konami does that with these alternate artworks of these elemental heroes, because these ones look amazing. But the big thing right here that is super exciting is that right here we actually have official artwork of Supreme King. Unfortunately, there is no indication that we can tell the deadlines right here. So apparently while I was in the middle of editing this video that you guys are watching right now, my audio for the rest of the video got messed up, so now I gotta re-record everything. That's always epic. So basically what I was talking about before my audio got corrupted is the fact that with Supreme King being in the data mines right here, it's unfortunate that when it comes to all the content that we've seen so far for the leaks, there's no indication that he is a playable character. When it comes to a lot of the NPCs and whatnot, as you can see, the NPCs that you go against in the DD Castle have all of these player icons signifying that they're technically a character, and that they have text right here in the Duel Links font that indicates that they are a duelist that you can duel against. And when it comes to Supreme King right here, there is nothing for Supreme King to indicate that he's a duelist or a character. All this is right here is just one still image for the event, and is most likely kind of like a teaser image for the end of the event. You know how like in a lot of the events in Duel Links that when it ends, sometimes it shows a certain character still, it's signifying that this is like a teaser for a future character, or it's just part of the event and that's about it. And that's where Supreme King falls into when it comes to the DD Castle event. You're going to be able to see Supreme King, and it's probably going to get mentioned from like Axel in the event about the mention of Supreme King, but there's no guarantee that Supreme King would be an unlockable character, because yeah, all he is just a character still, and time again Konami has added character stills like this before and never made them unlockable. Like Dark Jesse, for example, was a character still that was in Duel Links before, never became a unlockable character. The normal version of Merrick, the non-Yami version, the non-evil version, we have character animations for that character, never got added to Duel Links, never was a thing, and this could happen to Supreme King potentially. And kind of the dilemma with Supreme King is that, one, if he did get added into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, it would honestly be really cool because of the fact that Supreme King is a very iconic character and a fan favorite character, and could add a lot of cool stuff to the game. Because first of all, I like the character artwork for Supreme King that we got in Duel Links right now. Like, it is honestly awesome, and I would not mind seeing other renders for the character. That'd be sick. Two, if Supreme King did get added into Duel Links, we would potentially get evil hero cards from him, and that'd be a cool way to introduce evil heroes into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Because I did take a look at some of the cards. I was hoping to do kind of a first reaction to the cards before my video got messed up, but his cards that are currently in Duel Links right now, they're not too amazing. Like, evil heroes are not that good right now, so I feel like a lot of the cards would be unlockable through Supreme King and not in a box, because those evil hero cards are just not competitively viable in my opinion. So it would be cool to get evil heroes through an unlock event from Supreme King and just to have them in the game. Kind of the downside though when it comes to getting Supreme King as a potential unlockable character in Duel Links is the fact that there's probably other characters that would make more sense to have added into the game besides the Supreme King. Because let's be real here, we already have Jaden and we already have Jaden Dubell in Duel Links. That's already two of the same character in Duel Links, just in different periods of the show. If Supreme King got added into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, that would be the third version of Jaden, and it would be the like second reskin of Jaden in Duel Links. Isn't that a little odd if you think about it? So there's kind of that dilemma right there. And to be honest, there's other characters that could still be added to GX World that would just make more sense than Supreme King. Like we could get Atticus, or we could get Jim Crocodile Crook. And there's just a lot of other characters that could potentially get added to the game besides Supreme King. But still, at the same time, I love the artwork of Supreme King right now. Like, after seeing this official artwork for the character in Duel Links, like I low-key want him in the game, even though it just doesn't make sense. Like, give us Atticus already, dude. Come on, Konami. Give us that Red Eye support. Give us that Fossil support. Come on, add Jim into the game. Like, you see what I mean? So it's kind of like a dilemma right there where they probably shouldn't add Supreme King to the game, but it'll still be cool to have him in the game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how I feel about just him being an NPC yet, because I'm on both sides of the spectrum. Like, I'm okay with him being added to the game because it would mean more gems and cool cards and a cool character. But at the same time, we probably should get those other GX characters first before we get him, before we get Supreme King in GX World. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think when it comes to Supreme King getting added to Duel Links. But as of right now, all he is just a little character still for the DD Castle event, and that is it. He is not a playable duelist. He is not a duelist that we can fight. And he's just chilling in the game. He's just hanging out, having a good time. But what we will take a look at though is that we will take a look at the evil hero cards that are in Duel Links right now as just cards you go against in the event. Because like I said, when you go through the DD Castle event, you do battle against these evil hero cards. And let's just go take a look at them for the end of today's video. But like I said, tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about Supreme King being in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. And let's go talk about the evil hero cards and see if they could get added to the game. Spoiler alert, they could easily get added to the game. So the first card we're gonna take a look at is one of the main evil hero cards used in the show, Evil Hero Malicious Edge. This card right here is a level 7 Fiend effect monster. If your opponent controls a monster, you contribute summon this card face up with 1 tribute. If this card attacks a defenseless monster, inflict piercing battle damage. This card has 2600 attack, 1800 defense, and like I was saying earlier, this card is nothing too crazy. Like, I could easily see this card get added to the game if like Supreme King was lockable, and this could be like a level up reward for Supreme King. You hear what I'm saying? So I don't think this card is OP whatsoever, and it could get easily added to the game. And one of my friends named Yuto that's in my Discord server, I know he was mentioning too, like, it's really cool to see these evil hero cards in Duel Links, but they seriously should have been added during GX World to have any sort of relevance. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if these cards get added to the game, people are still going to be excited for it, but like, these cards could potentially like have good play and be used in the game if they were added during the GX era instead of like, you know, Zexal and 5Ds like after that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, it kind of is what it is, but it's so cool to see. But yeah, definitely not OP. Could easily be a level up reward card. I hope they don't make us pay gems for a card like this. But what we will take a look at though is this scary looking monster right here called Evil Hero Malicious Fiend, which utilizes Evil Hero Malicious Edge and a level 6 or higher Fiend monster. This card is kind of spicy, so you must special summon this card with a Dark Fusion. And TLDR about Dark Fusion, it is just the fusion card that you can utilize to fusion summon into Fiend monsters, and you give your Fiend monsters protection from card effects, which is cool. But yeah, you just need to use Dark Fusion to summon into these evil heroes. And with this card right here, during your opponent's battle phase, all monsters they control are changed to its face of attack position, and each monster they control must attack this card if able. This card has 3500 attack and 2100 defense. Not too shabby of a card. Now, in my opinion, I think Master Hero Anki and pretty much all the other hero fusion monsters in Duel Links are better than this card, but this card is still cool. It has a pretty good amount of attack. 3500 attack is pretty nice, and you just need to utilize 2 monsters. I like that it is kind of a generic, a level 6 or higher Fiend monster, so you could dabble with some like Archfiends and whatnot, or just yeah, you can mess around with Archfiends and heroes, maybe that'd be kind of cool. And then the effect where you force your opponent to attack into this card, and the fact that this card is 3500 attack could be pretty good. Still, at the same time, a lot of cards in Duel Links can get over 3500 attack, or utilize cards and effects to get over 3500 attack. So the fact that this card doesn't have any protection from card effects or any ways to like float around and whatnot makes this card kind of meh. It's a good card. it's just meh in today's current format. I think this card would have been much better if it got added during the GX world. This card would have been definitely deadly to deal with and could potentially been meta if it was added back in the day, but still, it's here in the game now. Only available through NPC. Just keep that in mind, they're not unlockable yet. But still, I could see this card getting added. It's not that OP. We have more overpowered cards in the game, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get this card sometime down the road. Another Evil Hero card that I think is pretty cool is Evil Hero Sinister Necrom. This is a level 5 Fiend effect monster. You can banish this card from your graveyard, especially summon one Evil Hero monster from your hand or deck, except Sinister Necrom. You only can use this effect of this card once per turn, 1600 attack, 1800 defense. And I like this card right here, just for the fact that when this guy is in your graveyard, you can banish it and then special summon an Evil Hero monster from your hand or deck. Super cool in my opinion, and I like that a lot. Now this card would be super good if it was a level 4 instead of a level 5, because it can't combo with other hero cards, because there's, you know, Phylon in the game that can pitch a hero monster to the graveyard. Can't do that with Sinister Necrom because it is a level 5, not a level 4. So yeah, I wish it was a level 4 so that this card could be useful, but due to the fact that it is not a level 4 is going to handicap this card by a lot. But still, if you do pitch this to the graveyard, the fact that you can special summon a Evil Hero from your hand or deck through this card is honestly a really cool effect. I like that a lot. It's a nice combo extender. It can get a lot of hero monsters onto the board, and it can help you go for some fusion summons into your Dark Fusion Evil Hero monsters. So I like this guy. It's pretty cool. And when it comes to the other like Evil Hero effect monsters, Infernal Prodigy is a whatever card. It's not that good. You can special summon this card from your hand if you control no monsters, and also if this card was tributed for a summon of a hero monster, you can draw one card. So that's cool. It's a nice little +1 right there, so it's not too shabby, but still kind of a whatever card. And then the other card right here, Infernal Gainer, you can banish this card from the field to target a fiend monster you control. That target can make it a second attack during each battle phase while you control it face up, and then once per turn during your second standby phase after this card is banished, active effect, special summon it back onto the field in attack position. So you could potentially go for some spicy loops and OTK your opponents with your fiend monsters. So it's a cool card, but nothing too crazy in my opinion. But now let's go take a look at the cards, right? These cards right here, these awesome evil counterparts of our just Jaden's monsters. Let's go take a look at them. So the evil version of Elemental Hero Flame Wingman right here is Evil Hero Inferno Wing. This card right here must be special summon with Dark Fusion utilizing Avion and Persinatrix. If this card attacks the defensive position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. When this card destroys monster by battle and sends a graveyard, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to either the attack or defense, whichever is higher, of the destroyed monster in the graveyard. This card has 2100 attack and 1200 defense. So this card right here is a better version of Wingman, which is really cool because the fact that it inflicts piercing damage, and on top of that, whether your opponent's monster attack or defense is higher, it chooses which one of those is higher and inflicts that as battle damage to the opponent, which is just so good. So if you boost this card with like equip spells and whatnot, this card could be very deadly, that's for sure. So this card is pretty spicy. I would be very interested to see if this card can get into the game, because it's just a better version of Wingman, which is really cool. Next up, we have Infernal Sniper, which you need to utilize Clayman and Persinatrix alongside Dark Fusion to fusion summon into. This card cannot be destroyed by spell cards, and during each of your standby phases, inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. Probably going to get nerfed to 500 if we see this card in Duel Links. This card must be in face-up defense position to activate and resolve this effect, and has 2500 defense. So yeah, just a slightly better version than the Clayman Fusion, but it does have lower defense than the Clayman Fusion, so it is what it is, but still, it's a really cool card right here, and I like it. Next up, we have Evil Hero Lightning Golem, the fusion with Sparkman and Clayman. They utilize Dark Fusion to fusion summon into, and once per turn, you can target a monster in the field and destroy the target. A little bit better than Thunder Giant, and 2400 attack, 1500 defense. Kind of a recurring theme with all of these Evil Hero fusion monsters, that they're just slightly better versions of their original counterparts. So that's cool right there, but yeah, you just blow up a card with this guy. Very epic. And then Wild Cyclone, the last card of these kind of like evil versions of our favorite hero fusion monsters, their counterparts. This is probably one of the worst ones that we're going to talk about in today's video, but when you fusion summon this card with Avion and Wild Heart, if this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell or traps till the end of the damage step. Once card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, destroy all face down spell and trap cards your opponent controls. Comparatively to the other cards we talked about in today's video, this card isn't that good in my opinion, but still, it's kind of an Armades when you attack. So unfortunately, only has 1900 attacks, so meh. And also you do pop all your opponent's face down spell and trap cards, which is kind of cool too, but still, it's kind of a whatever effect. It's nothing too crazy, but still, honestly, all these cards, except for maybe Inferno Wing, I could definitely see getting added into the game because they are really cool cards and nothing too broken in my opinion. So hopefully down the road we'll get these cards just months later on, either through a Supreme King unlock event or maybe in a box. I don't know if I really wanted pay gems for these cards, but I would still like to see them in the game somehow, you know what I'm saying? But that's going to do it for me in today's video. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Duel Links video. If you guys did and you have not already, be sure to leave a like on the video down below and sub to the channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links content. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about Supreme King being in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I'm very interested to see your guys' opinions, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Have a good one, everybody. Adios.